The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
The role of a woman in the society is to submit. Birth control are the pills of the devil. Education is so fundamental to the development of a people. Hang murderers. Simple as that. What am I voting for? Voting will change nothing.
Tout le monde haïtien, como ye. God save the Queen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And of course, I'm a member of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. Today, I'm going to have two special guests on for the first 18 minutes. A professor, a Negro professor, and a Negro student. We're going to talk about agriculture and, of course, farm management. But today, the battle for justice continues. I delivered my letter to the Public Disclosure Commission, the Honorable Attorney General, the Leader of the Opposition, the Office of the Prime Minister, and of course, well, did I mention the Commissioner of Police? I did. And today, I have a telegram for a Negro doctor and attorney at law. Do you know him? Dr. Dexter Johnson. He was the F&M candidate for the constituency of St. Michael in 1987. A telegram to Dr. Dexter Johnson somewhere in Eleuthera. Dr. Johnson, do you know a Negro female by the name of Camille Johnson? I need you to contact me. I've sent you a telegram because before I attack her, I want to make sure that she is not the Camille Johnson who is your sister, who used to live over in the back of Sunshine Insurance. So Dexter, call me. Is this your sister? Because she is involved with the Prime Minister who has sent me an unlawful letter. And before I fax her up, Dexter, I need to talk to you because you are a good man and a colleague. And so, a telegram. It's telegram. I'm going to telegram them. And when I finish, depending on what Dexter say, Camille may be faxed right up. I'm going to fax them up because they are acting contrary to law. And I have the easily verifiable facts. I've been investigating. I've been working hard. And I can't believe this is Deason Camille, Dexter Johnson's sister. Dexter, is Camille Johnson the same as Camille Cartwright? I need you to call me, Dexter. You know my secret number, 434-5760. Can Dexter stop me from faxing up Camille? Because Camille and Menace are guilty of skullduggery as it relates to me. So, folks, I'm still in a battle. I am still in a battle, and the investigation continues as I get ready to instruct my Negro attorney, Wayne Monroe, QC, to take them to court, because I now know what they have done, and it's wicked. Don't leave me alone, eh? I'm 60. I want to enjoy my life. Stop trying to send me to jail, which in the main cell. This is Freedom March. I'll be right back.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live here on ILTV in beautiful, beautiful Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course, my spiritual advisor, he's here in studio. But I have two wonderful Negro citizens, and they're going to be here for the first 18 minutes before I start cursing out people. And I don't want to curse nobody out in front of them. So I have with me a professor of the University of the Bahamas and a student. And so I'm going to ask each person to introduce themselves by telling me their name. Professor, you are Dr.
Eresia Hepburn. I'm assistant professor at the University of the Bahamas in the School of Chemistry and Environmental Life Sciences.
And my brother, what is your name?
My name is Chantel Saul. I'm a student at the University of the Bahamas, and my area that I'm in is the School of Chemistry and Environmental Life Sciences.
This is powerful. Doctor, you and the students, why are you all my guests?
Well, today we're on your show Freedom March, Mr. Monko, because we know you have a wide following. And
wow.
Yes, it's true. You are very famous. You're a Bahamian superstar. And we would like to attend the 32nd West Indies Agricultural Economic Conference. And we're really here to solicit funds. So we know you had a wide leadership following, and we're here to tell them about the conference, some of the research work that we've done over this past year, and hope that we get some sponsorship after being on your show.
Well, I understand that you're going to one of the Caribbean countries?
Yes.
Which Caribbean nation is it, and what is the purpose of your visit?
Okay, so where we plan to attend the conference is Georgetown, Guyana. The theme of the conference is Food and Nutrition Security, a pathway to sustainable agricultural development in the Caribbean.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so what we have is several students in my class, and this was Agricultural Farm Management, Agri 429 at the University of the Bahamas, did research work, and that research abstracts got accepted, and now they have the ability to come and present their research to a regional conference. So this is a time for us to showcase some of the talent that we have in the Bahamas and show the work that these students have put their hard-earned effort into. Also, my research has got accepted. So we have, if you look at this, I've highlighted the sections, at least 5 to 6 papers that are going to be published once we finish this research work. That's a draft of the conference schedule.
And of course, Shante Hall. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
That's what my family is called me, Mr. Monker.
Shantez is your name.
Shantez for my family, for my sisters, my mom, and my dad. They call me Shante.
Well, I don't want to call you Shante. I want to call you Shantez. Is that your name?
Yes, sir. My name is Shantez.
This is powerful.
Yes, sir.
And you will be going at the conference?
Yes, sir.
And what do you hope, either to do or listen to? Help me out.
I hope to gain knowledge mainly in the field of agriculture as it relates to environment, particularly how agricultural resources, if mismanaged, how they affect the environment, whether it be the mangroves or coral reef ecosystems, because all those at the end of the day play into the environmental health, which is a field I'm very interested in.
This is powerful. Have you all spoken to the Ministry of Education and or the Minister of Agriculture? As you know, the Minister of Education is the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd. And the Minister of Agriculture is the Honorable Renwick Wells. Have you spoken with a view to getting government financial support?
Okay, so thank you for that question, Mr. Monka. I spoke to Mr. Jeffrey Lloyd via telephone conversation and a WhatsApp conversation, and at this time he said that sponsorship was not available for the students and I to attend the conference. Unfortunately, I've left messages for the Honorable Renwick Wells and I have not been able to get in contact with him to have a sit-down meeting. And the meeting was going to be on two parts, not only to talk about the conference, but about BAFI, Bahamas Agricultural Forum for Youth, because some of the students that are going to present at this conference are also active members of BAFI. As you can see, Mr. Hall is wearing the BAFI shirt right now. And one of the mandates of BAFI is to ensure that we bridge the gap between young persons in agriculture and some of the older persons. And so we could bring in research and innovation and ensure that agriculture is actually pushed in our community.
How many people, how many students will be going to attend this conference?
Well, for people, it'll be 11, and students, it'll be 10, because I will accompany them. Like I said, my research was also accepted. So we're hoping to get 10 students, and as you see, they're highlighted there, to be able to come and actually present at a conference. Not only would it look good on their resume, but it'll showcase, like I said, the talent. I've taken a group of students off before, and they actually compete not only with undergrads, which is what they will be at the university, but with graduate students, and we've won each and every time.
That's powerful. How much would it cost to take all of the people? How much?
All the people is $20,000.
So you need an additional $20,000.
We would. For one person, approximately is about $1,709. And when you add it all up to get all 11 persons to attend the conference, and of course now this is not even talking transportation, food, all that other stuff. We hold in fundraisers for that. But to get everybody out there just with basic plane tickets, so if people just want to pay for the plane tickets or accommodations, you're looking at approximately $20,000.
How would members of the public, and I appeal to members of the public, to assess Professor Ericia Hepburn and a student, Shantez Hall, in finding the resources and finding the money to go to, what is the name of the country again?
Guyana.
Guyana. When do you leave?
Well, we hope to leave August 5th and return August 12th, because I also have 2 other conferences later on in August. But this was the one where the students' research work was accepted, and I'm extremely proud of the hard work and effort that the students put in to get their research accepted, because a lot of persons did not.
Where should members of the public either come, call, or deposit financial contributions to raising the $20,000?
Well, we have actually tried to solicit from some major corporations, but I'll say my contact information, it's public, it's 302-4568. That's my call at the University of the Bahamas. And you could just call the switchboard and get me. And all email address at the university is Ericia, ERECIA, .Hepburn, HEPBURN, at ub.edu.bs. We haven't started an account because I think that would be something that we'd officially have to do through the school. And we're actually asking people if you could put towards the tickets, so you don't have to give us cash in hand, because we all know that people don't like to do that, and I don't encourage that. But maybe you could sponsor a hotel room or sponsor a plane ticket, and that would be the same thing.
What did you say plane ticket costs?
The plane ticket is approximately $800 to $900.
Okay, and that's round trip?
Yes, round trip.
All right. Give them your number again. I don't like to hear numbers once, because you know I'm 60, and most of my followers, they might be in their 60s as well.
I could tell you, Mr. Monka, unequivocally, you have a wide following from 12 probably to 600 if we have people that old. But the phone contact again is 302-4568. That's 302-4568. There's a voicemail on the phone service, so you could always leave a message if I don't answer right away.
And the email again? Email is
ERECIA.Hepburn, HEPBU. Oh, I even forget, HEPBURN at ub.edu.bs.
This is powerful.
I would actually like Shantez to tell, because he has one, he's one of the students whose research got accepted, to just give you a brief overview or something about the research, so you could actually see what we are doing here and some of the work that's been done.
Go ahead, Shantez. Tell us some of the work that has been going, that is been done. Go ahead.
Okay. So with my research, I focus more on different marketing strategies that local farmers can use to better market their goods to the local community, particularly college students. And what we did a preliminary test to find out what marketing strategies, particularly like social media, live flyers, to see if they had an effect. Then we had a live exhibition and we promoted that through 3 mediums, particularly social media, live media such as flyers and banners, as well as a display with 3 samples, as well as we did word of mouth. On the day of the event, we made the pool very enticing.
Okay.
So students would be attracted to it and all the little goodies that were offered. And then we had them complete a next survey. We found out through the survey, sent based on the number of participants, which was 150, that 63% have little to no idea where to purchase local food. However, it's not that they don't prefer local food, it's just that they don't know. And in the next set of statistics, we found that 41% prefer local over imported. As you do know, the Bahamas imports the majority of the food from overseas. However, the time and cost, as well as some of the food itself, isn't good for the local society. So we're just trying to promote local food, since we all know.
Will you become a farmer?
Well, Mr. Munger, I have more of the environment at heart, but my grandmother, and I love you, Grammy, as if you're watching.
Give her a shout out then.
Grammy, as Mommy, Tia, if you're all watching, hello, I own Rodney. Also, Chim, sorry, my friend, her name's Aisha Sargent.
Okay.
Happy birthday today. Happy 21. You have a great day, my friend.
This is powerful. Doctor, what else would you like to say to the public? What other appeals that you wish to make?
I would actually like some of the corporate sponsors who are listening or hear the sound of my voice, if they would contact us to see if we could get sponsorship. I know I have a lot of letters out to several different corporations. I won't call any names live on air. And I hope to hear back from you soon so we could get the students to the conference. It's really, to me, imperative that we showcase some of the positive things that youth are doing in this country. And as an advocate for youth and an advocate for agriculture, I think this conference is a culmination of something that is extremely positive for our country, that would showcase that we are at the forefront of education, not only nationally, but regionally and honestly globally, because there will be people from various countries, not only the Caribbean, that's a participant in this conference. And so I ask that anybody, if you could help, I mean, we could start, $1 donation would be satisfactory. You know, I can't speak for your pocket, but if you could help, we would appreciate it.
Every little thing counts.
Well, Ericia, I haven't told you all this. She's from Black Village.
The best.
Remember when I tell y'all that I was the second best reader? But she's the first in the whole of Black Village. Now, Shantez, are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
Well, aren't you going to pray for us?
Okay.
Pray for us.
Lord, I thank you for having us come here today. I thank you that you allow us to get our word out, as well as for the chance to be near Mr. Ronka and the crew today. All I ask is you just help us to continue to do good and continue to be blessed. I ask you to protect Mr. Monka as he fights his own little battles today, Father, as well as you just protect us and guide us today, Father. In the name I pray unto thee. Bless this day, Father.
Amen. Well, I thank you.
Amen.
But we still got time, so you better campaign.
Okay.
Tell the people what else you want to say. And listen, folks, let's help them. Agriculture is important. It is powerful to see a Negro professor who is teaching agricultural science. And then, of course, a young Negro male who's into the various aspects. So go ahead. We got 5 more minutes.
Mr. Monka, I'd actually like to tell you, you told us we could only bring 2 persons on, but there are actually 10 students. So Shantez was just the most excited.
Wow.
So we had to ensure that we brought him to see you, because you are, like I said, you are one of his mentors, and he always talks about it.
Pray for me.
That's what I did just now.
To make sure that I remain a responsible man.
Mr. Monka, you said, like, based on what Doc said, she said your audience are in there, but you have a lot of young folks like me who listen to you, who look up to you, and who respect you.
Thank you.
Keep on going on, Mr. Monka. Don't let them stop you.
They can't stop me.
And also, not to digress again, but hi, Kev. Sorry, I didn't say it earlier, but that's my other sister. But Mr. Monka, with this experience, I've been under Doc, and this is my mentor. And being a I learned so much about agriculture other than farming, and also a business aspect to it. And that's where a lot of people do not know. Because with goods like, for example, mango season, we have all these mangoes, and then over time, it's like we let them sit in our fridge and degrade. There's other ways we could do it. We can make it into jam. We could process that. We could process that and make it into canned mangoes.
This is true.
As well as marketing, which my thing is based on. Like, that opens other industries for young people to come in. So by people, if you guys are so kindly sponsors, you allow us to expand our knowledge in agriculture, which we could use here to better the industry.
Help them. Help them. Go ahead, Professor.
That's the most important part, ensuring that we have longevity in the industry. So that's what's important to us. Like I said, we also have a youth organization. So even if this point in time you cannot actually financially contribute, maybe you'd be interested in finding out more about the youth organization, and that is BAFI, Bahamas Agricultural Forum for Youth. You would see that we now have a trend of a lot of young, new, inspiring farmers coming up. We have lots of young people in the agricultural industry. Sho McCann Cargill, we have Regina Smith, we have Dion Gibson. We have a lot of young people that are now participating in agriculture, and what we want to do is ensure that all of that is showcased, all of that is developed.
Let me give you the confidential cell number of the Minister of Agriculture.
Please do.
Renwood Bells, I'm giving it to them. His number is 42 20 52 7. You got it?
Yes, sir.
42 20 52
7.
7 0.
So, Mr. Wells.
That's it. 4220527. Okay? And Wells, Renwick, please answer them, or I'm going to give them your fax number and have them fax you up. And we don't want to do that because that's warfare. Say what else you have to say.
First, I have to, and I'd be remiss if I don't. I have to thank you, Senator Monka,
Listen,
my good Black Village neighbor,
you got
for allowing
us.
Not yet. You see me trying to solicit funds, Mr. Monka.
I said you got $100 from me.
Oh, we're getting it from you.
Yeah, when I get paid.
You.
Oh, God, it's so good. Look at that.
So put me down for $100.
That's right.
And this is donated by the people of Counter.
That's right.
And when I give you the $100, I'll go to Counter, that's Black Village, and collect my $100 back. All right? Put me down for $100.
Got you.
But we have to thank you. Thank you for allowing myself and my student to come on your show. Thank you for being a great motivator for so many of the young people and for promoting agriculture. I also would like to thank Mr. Payne for assisting and getting us organized and set up. But once again, persons were asking, my number is 302-4568. My email address is eresia.hepburn.
Facebook, I'm being told, will also support them. Listen, you know all that guinea corn your grandma used to cook?
Yes, sir.
But she got it from my grandma. Because we used to do a lot of grinding at the mill. Okay? Facebook, you got their number? Help them out. I'm going to repeat it after they leave. Agriculture, production, not corruption. It's right. Powerful.
Thank you.
Come on, the three y'all. Two y'all. It's powerful. I'll be right back after the break.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV here in Nassau, Bahamas. Of course, my name is Rodney Monker, and praise the Lord, my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll, is in the house. Bradley, give me a bump. Welcome to Freedom March, my spiritual advisor.
Thank you, Mr. Monker.
And of course, you can view us on Facebook Live, ILTV Studio Facebook page. And I'm sharing it on my page, Rodney Monker. And there is also a live stream on our website, www.ilstudios.com. And of course, we are live on TV, IL TV cable channel 224 and BTC Flow 112. So, I'm happy to have my spiritual advisors. You would recall that yesterday I was very upset because I revealed to you that the former Prime Minister, who's currently attending a meeting, has written to me a letter that he has no lawful authority to write. Now, there are some FNMs who have said that I'm trying to make a big thing out of nothing. They claim that Minister only write me. He write plenty people. And I look at the Negroes, and I didn't say anything. But in my mind, that was a confirmation that Minister was writing plenty illegal unlawful unlawful letters. So, I have prepared a letter to a headless, nameless Public Disclosure Commission. And all day, I was up and down just delivering letters. I only have one regret. By the time I reached to the Tribune, it was so close to the time to come here that I couldn't jump out and get it to the Tribune. But at some point, I'm going to have to get it to the Tribune, because it's only the Tribune who seems as if they're interested in defending me. But I've done an investigation, and what I'm doing, I have taken on the personality. Listen to this. Remember I told you last week that as a result of the intimidation and the threats that the FNM has made against me, I'm going to be doing strange things. So today and the day before, meaning last night, I have taken on the personality of Hubert Alexander Ingram, because I remember over 30 odd years ago, Mr. Ingram told me something, and it came back to me, and I said, by grab, let me pretend as if I'm Hubert Ingram, because I know that Dr. Hubert Minnis is pretending that he's Hubert Ingram. And in my pretense, I came up with information, and I went out into the fields and I test my theory. And on my political radar is a Negro woman who is believed to be one Camille Johnson. And I have telegraphed Dr. Dexter Johnson, who's been a faithful, loyal friend of mine from about 1986. And I've said to him, before I fax Camille up, Dexter, is that your sister? Because I have pulled her files. I'm 60. How old am I?
Calm down.
60.
Man.
My spiritual
calm
advisor.
Down, calm
I cannot.
Down. Mr. Munker.
And Dexter.
Calm down a bit, man. Could you calm down?
Get me some water.
Just calm down, Mr. Munker.
Dexter.
Listen.
You are reported to be in the city or the island of freedom before I fire fax. Is this Camille, your sister?
Be patient.
What are you asking me to be patient?
Just be patient, Mr. Munker.
Explain, my spiritual advisor.
Let me explain to you. I'm begging you on this day to be patient on this matter.
With who?
Because I have received high-level intelligence that you may be on the wrong track with this letter. All right? So just please.
Are you suggesting my spiritual advisor?
Mr. Munker, just please.
Hold on.
Please.
It's important.
Please, Mr. Munker.
My freedom, my liberty is at stake. Are you saying that Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis, did not write this letter?
This is what I'm saying.
You're saying Minnis didn't write the letter?
I'm also saying that...
Lord Jesus.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second, Mr. Munker. Give me a second.
Lord Jesus.
Give me a second, Mr. Munker.
A government.
Just give me a second, Mr. Munker.
Where people could fraud the signature of the Prime Minister. I'm calling in the fraud squad.
I'm also begging you to pull back on Miss Camille Johnson.
Why?
She did not write that letter.
I never accused her.
All right?
Did I say?
I don't know if that's where you're headed.
I am heading towards justice.
Yeah, but
Dexter!
Just pull back on that, okay?
It is I
Pull back.
who stood with you. Is this Camille? Because I have file number 2. And Dexter, I don't want to attack her because this file is the file that will destroy. And I don't want to attack her. Are you all saying that Minutes didn't sign the letter? You see what kind of country they all running? That the Prime Minister could send me a letter, and now that I have him, everybody is now changing it. What kind of Negroes is this? Huh? Well, if he didn't, he better issue a statement, because I have asked Ezekiel, and Ezekiel, you have not done it yet. Find me the newspaper in Grenada so that I may send them this information. The F&M will now say to Minutes, you hear me? Wayne Monroe, on live TV, I instruct you to issue a summons. Huh? What kind of country y'all is? Suppose I was a coward and didn't go into hiding. Suppose my spiritual advisor, I wasn't a coward. See, I am not a coward, but I went into hiding. I got y'all. Y'all son of a gun. Y'all won't deny it, eh? But I say for now.
Well, so now we just, I mean, if
no,
you
sir.
want to, well, if you want to.
I have sent a copy to the Commissioner of Police.
Right, so then we'll investigate and find out who is responsible for the letter.
My brother? Who? Who's responsible?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Isn't it amazing? Let me tell y'all burdened with me. I'm only doing this for survival. I say for them, you know. But I love the PLP. Please forgive me. I love the PLP. I love Bradley Roberts. And I don't want y'all to do them any harm. Right? So I've been defending them. I know Bradley's a good man, you know. But I've never supported him. I decided 32 years ago that I'll only come to his aid if he is in danger. And the whole PLP is in danger. And I can't allow y'all. Now, you're saying fraudy. But you better apologize. If y'all say, Minister ain't sign it. Ha! I got y'all. I got y'all. Y'all think I'm stupid, eh? I from Black Village. Ain't nobody in Black Village stupid. It's only a bunch of poor Negroes living there. Amen to say. I'm prepared to let him escape, you know. My strategy has always been that when you push a person back against the wall, and if they say gee, I'm prepared. But now I need consideration. I'm prepared to drop it under these conditions. 1, all PLP supporters who have been fired are returned to work immediately. That's the first thing. 2, all lies spread by the party, that the party would write a letter to the chairman and say to Bradley Roberts, you're sorry. And I'll drop it. And then y'all have to tell me you're sorry and promise me that no more F&Ms are going to threaten me. And then I'll let it go. But Camille! Ha! Got you! Got you! And I ain't saying yet because I need to confirm if you are Dexter Johnson's sister, because I'm 60 and Dexter Johnson is my friend, and all I got is institutional memory, and I'm prepared to discuss my memory here on Freedom March because you're wrong.
For what purpose?
I'm trying to not go to jail.
Yeah, well, Mr. Monker,
listen to me.
Don't judge nothing. Don't judge anything before its appointed time, all right?
Listen to me.
Get the info correct
who?
before you cast a judgment.
Who?
You know where to go.
Dr. Minnis has told the country that he can give 21 days. I told you that they had me targeted. You thought I was being egotistical. Let me give you a story. It is a mystery. In 2002, Algernon Allen set up for the F&M a code, and we broke the code. Those stupid F&M ain't changed it yet. And when they did that, I broke the code. Just break it in a very mystical way. And I call in a Negro man. I say, you go and tell Christie. But don't tell him it come from me. Tell Christie, this is the code. Algernon Allen can be stopped this way. And I'm talking in code. And by grab, I sat back in the election of 2002 as Christie beat them because I break the code.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay.
Now, they ain't changed the code with their stupid self. Go change the code.
Well, you don't call people stupid.
Who?
Mr.
Why
Michael.
call?
Well, that's...
They're trying to send me to jail.
Yeah, but listen, anyhow, you did file, right?
File what?
You did what the law tell you to do, right?
What's that?
With the disclosure.
Under the law,
You did what the law tell you to do,
Menace
right?
is not entitled,
Okay.
hold on. Menace is not entitled to the file. All the F&M was doing is breaking law, left, right, and center. Now, today, I call out two Negroes. Who is Camille Johnson? Is this the sister of Dr. Dexter Johnson, my friend? That's important. Dexter, answer me. 2, who is Mr. Camp? Who is Mr. Camp? Let me see. I want to teach the young people how you do political investigation when they try to do things to you and you're innocent. So let's see. What is the name of this man? Because it's important. I know this man, and I can call his name. What's his name? Who is the Negro male named Garnet Knowles? Garnet, are you a former treasurer of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas? And if you are, what evil is this? For I know, Garnet, that you are a righteous man. Remember, I appeared before you 30 years ago. I think it was, maybe 26 years ago. And when I petitioned you, and you examined, you said, my Lord Monkey, you're right. And you give me great victory. See, they know that I've always been over the country petitioning and demonstrating. Garnet, come clean. I know what the facts are. And I know that you're an innocent man. I know, Garnet. But gangsters are hiding. And I got it. All right? So my spiritual advisor, you want to plead for Camille?
Well, in all honesty, Mr. Monkey, the right thing to do is to make sure you investigate it properly before you launch an attack. Well, that's what I'm telling you. What I am telling you is
go ahead. Look at the camera and tell me
what I am telling you is
do.
this, Mr. Monkey, that I have received high-level intelligence that you may be on the wrong track with this letter.
Meaning what?
Pull back.
No, I will pull back. You are my counsel, my spiritual advisor.
Pull back.
But what do you mean?
Find out
Listen to me. What do you mean when you say I am on the wrong track? Explain it.
Let me ask you a question. Where do you think this letter came from?
Well, let us look at the letter.
Okay.
According to the letter, it came from the Cabinet Office.
Right.
Right? And it is signed by the Prime Minister of the Bahamas.
Do you know his signature?
I wasn't that close. Are you saying that he didn't sign this?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I am saying that I don't know his signature.
I'm going to call in the FBI.
I'm saying that I don't know his signature.
Lisa
I'm asking
Johnson,
you if you know his signature.
Lisa, you see what I'm up against? These Negroes take over the country. Now that I catch them lying on me, Lisa Johnson, they now is saying it wasn't the Prime Minister. What kind of country they running? That somebody could fraud the Prime Minister's signature. They won't deny it because they thought I was scared. I only went undercover for safety because these gangsters in this country, they do you bad things. So I had to hide, Lisa, because I'm 60. Now they send intelligence to my spiritual advisor that it don't go like that. You hear me? What kind of country? Anyway, Lisa Johnson, since I got your attention, happy July 4th, eh? And give my love to the greatest president
not Donald
in
Trump,
the history. I want you to stop. I want you to give my love and regard to the greatest president since George Washington, Donald Trump. His middle name is John, right?
Donald J. Trump, yes.
His Excellency, the President, Donald John Trump. And I want to wish President Trump a second time. He's good for black people. They mightn't realize it yet, but I'm convinced that for the first time in the United States and in the whole world, Donald Trump is going to give my people, the Negro people, a fair opportunity at a good education and good economic opportunities. President Trump, I love you. And if I wasn't afraid of flying, I'd have come to America to celebrate, okay? Long live America. Long live Donald Trump. And Mr. President, I just love the way you tweet. I'm going to tweet them too. Okay? You're a great man. Here in the Bahamas, I just fax them up. But I'm going to tweet, Mr. President. And Mr. President, I now see what you talk about in the media. Fake news. All right? So, spiritual advisor, is Camille prepared to genuflect herself before me?
No.
She's not prepared?
No human's supposed to do that.
Well, in that case,
no human's supposed to
I'm going to fax her up.
No, certainly, Mr. Monica. On a very serious note.
You call it serious note?
Yeah, get the information correct first.
From
before
who?
you do that.
Huh? They thought.
She's not responsible for that, eh?
I didn't say she's responsible. She's responsible for menace.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand that point.
Let me tell you.
I understand that.
One of the advantages that I have over the average Negro citizen is for over 30-odd years, perhaps 40 years, I have had all kind of conversation with Hubert Alexander Ingram. So if you touch me, all I have to do is say, now, what did Papa say when people touch me?
And if you touch that, Hubert Alexander Ingram would be most upset with you.
Be careful!
All right?
Why would Papa be upset?
He would be highly upset with you.
Papa will not be upset with me.
Mr. Monica, if you don't want you and Mr. Ingram relationship to diminish, I think you better leave that alone.
Well, Papa, me and you can fall out. Because it means that they are trying to jail me, but I got them, you know. See, Papa? When they thought that they had me, I look at Menace and I said, Menace is evil, and he may come to power. So I hide documents all over the place. I hide it. Hide it. Hide it, Papa. Hide it. A bunch of wicked people trying to destroy my reputation and putting things on my name. But Camille, you better pray. You're Dexter Johnson's sister. You better, because this me. You must stop being mean to me, man. Don't do that to me. All right? See? Disclosure. Bunch of people talk about I ain't disclose. See? Disclosure. Don't read the bank account. Disclosure. Disclosure. I just sat back listening to these wicked F&M.
So Mr. Monkey, you're straight. Why don't you just leave it alone?
No!
Forgive the whole thing, man. Let's move on.
Listen
There's
to
a
me.
country to encourage.
I have evidence that there has been a major contravention of the Public Disclosure Act.
Okay.
I tried to find out many times.
And who's guilty of it?
Dr. Menace, who signed the letter. Do you know how many confidential information is released in this country?
Now, what's the recourse?
The recourse is Menace has to confess his sins. Hire all them PLP back. Okay? Hire them back. Because these documents, I have them all over the country. All right? And I know that the law has been contravened. And since y'all wicked F&M want to defend Menace, I will go to court. We go to court, and let's see what happens.
Are you making a mountain of a molehill, man?
Listen, you get a letter from the Prime Minister culminating in you being charged on bogus evidence.
Well, it wasn't going to go that far.
Let me show you what I'm talking about.
It wasn't going to go that far, Mr.
You say it wasn't going to go that fast. Menace ain't safe. I have on Facebook a Negro man by the name of Kingsley Black. Kingsley was a former president of the Bahamas Union of Teachers. Kingsley, in the history of trade unionism, will go down as the worst trade unionist. But he on Facebook cursing me. He's suggesting that I am the aggressor. That's what Kingsley Black is doing. All right? There's another Negro man by the name of C.A. Nuri. He is on Facebook. He say, look, from the thing Monica put on, he ain't disclosed for 2016. Right? This is a man who went to St. Augustine's, must be with Menace. But like Menace, he can't properly read and interpret the public disclosure, which would tell him that I am not to disclose anymore in the year 2016, but in 2017. But all of these are Menace demons working to destroy my reputation. We're going to court. Court! That's what we're going. We're going to court. That's what you do in a democracy. Come in! Are you Dexter Johnson, sister? You better tell me.
And if she is?
I will pardon her.
Okay.
But if she isn't, then I shall look at files. Watch out for me. I'm 60. Why do you think I treat people good? Because there are many people who know my history. Right?
So if she isn't, there isn't any Christian love at all to forgive her? If she isn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she must be punished.
See that?
First.
Well, there's no forgiveness if you get
yes,
punished.
forgiveness. Huh? Come in.
Ah, boy.
Menace bring you.
You drive a hard
out
bargain.
of retirement. What, shouldn't she retire?
Why are you doing that?
What you mean, why I doing that? My son came and said to me, listen, what is this I'm hearing that you have not disclosed? And I said to him, as he got serious, I said, young man, you're going to cost me to mark your name off my will. That's what I told him. And he said, well, how we get to will? I said, because it means that you could go into the public and people tell you I've committed a crime and you have accepted it. And I threatened him to take his name off my will.
No, don't do that.
The same way, my uncle.
But he asked a valid question.
Huh?
He wanted to know what was going on.
He knows that I've always done everything to obey the law.
And I believe that too.
Listen, I got them, you know. But I got them. Man, it's amazing. A guy from Black Village. Got them. Now they won't say Menace's signature was fraud. Anyway, we need Menace to publish his signature. That's what y'all want to say. Threatened man. Serious man with crime. Now I got him. They say his signature was fraud. Y'all are nothing but a banana republic. Huh? Nothing but a banana republic. Don't do that, man. Because if you do it to me, suppose I wasn't on TV. Suppose I didn't know Wayne Monroe. Suppose Wayne Monroe didn't know I was broke. Suppose I didn't have this experience. Suppose you do it to poor black people. Look how they would go to jail. Huh? And then you could hide and say, it ain't the Prime Minister's signature. They frauded. What kind of jokey country it is? If somebody fraud President, what the president name?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump's signature. You know what the FBI would do?
You send him to jail.
The FBI will kick them in their backside. And the CIA will catch them. And President Trump may send a scud. Can you imagine? Huh? I demand a meeting with the leader of the opposition. Philip Brave Davis. What kind of country? What kind of leader this is? How the PLP could lose the country? where they now say this letter is fraud. What kind of fraud? You all think I stupid, eh? Huh? I ain't. I'm going to court. C-O-U-R-T. Court. Go to court. With your no good self. I'm going to.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV here in Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and I'm being persecuted. They now trying to tell me it ain't the Prime Minister. So if it ain't the Prime Minister, by some crook, some fraudster, pretending to be the Prime Minister, you see how dishonest this country is? The Prime Minister sent me a letter. Now they say it ain't the Prime Minister. Why y'all don't stop this? But praise the Lord, I have a holy man with me, my spiritual advisor, who's a biblical scholar.
You need to calm down.
Bradley, they won't jail me.
Mr. Monker.
You don't think they won't jail me
I
no
am
more?
understanding about 20 people got that same letter.
You mean 20 fraud?
All right? So
20 fraud.
You're not the only one.
Listen
so,
to me. I'm innocent.
Just calm down. Yes, okay. You're innocent.
So I'm not supposed to get a letter.
Right. And then, you know.
And the Prime Minister, under the law, should not have access to the public disclosure file. I'm trying to show the country how politicians abuse power. What is Mr. Ingram doing? Not Mr. Ingram. Papa. Not you. My wife told me last night why I was calling Papa name. I said, honey, I forgot. Papa, not you. The next Mr. Ingram. The next. I might as well.
Alexander Menace.
Menace. Huh? Menace ain't supposed to have the file. Menace should not have the file. And I want all of y'all who working in the Public Disclosure Commission office, I'm going to sue all of y'all. Sue y'all. Or you better apologize and stop doing this to me. All right? Who is Garnet Knowles? He's been the secretary of the gaming of the Public Disclosure Commission. Make sure I say these things correctly.
Right, right.
And Garnet, is that his name? Yeah. Knowles. I'm a historian. I remember when Penley sent you there. Watch out for me. Remember when Penley sent him there? When Penley sent him there? Penley must have sent you there. Oh, I ain't going to say it because ministers them spiteful. They may move you. I was going to say it. All right? But ministers them spiteful.
You're accusing the Prime Minister of so much things. Now you're calling our Prime Minister spiteful. Take some harsh words, you know.
Let me show you why I call him spiteful. All right? Here is a copy of my declaration. All right? Dated December 31st, 2015. Mm-hmm. The law say I must start from the previous year. Mm-hmm. If you look, when is that stamped?
It looks like July the...
Look at that good.
July the 4th, 2017.
July the 4th?
Yeah.
That's a certified copy. That is not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about this date here. What date is that?
Oh, this March the 31st, 2017. Right. Okay.
That's the point I'm making.
All right.
So what minister doing with my file? Contrary to law. What is he doing? That's the point I'm making. So now, the FNM, armed with internal information, which the office of the Prime Minister is not supposed to have, can leak this to the Punch. Now the Punch would know that I had a couple of dollars. All right? Because ministers now have access unlawfully. And when I tell y'all that these Negroes are running a gangster society, y'all say Monker is irresponsible. Look what he's saying. But I got the facts. Here it is. I've got the facts. Huh? Something is wrong. Here is the letter sent to me on the 2nd of February, 2017, signed by the chairman of the Public Commission, Miles Naroda, directing me to disclose and telling me when to do it. Yet Menace goes and send me a bogus letter. Huh? And now you all say, it might be fraudy. Well, if it's fraud, if Menace is that irresponsible that somebody could get letter and sign his name, God help the country. We should send from him and tell him come from Grenada now. And that's why Ezekiel is looking for the newspaper in Grenada so that I could fax my statement and tell them how I'm being persecuted. All right? All kind of thing. Oh, boy. Meanwhile, yes, last night, I got reports that a prison officer who went to work with drugs, and they were waiting for him, a prison delegation. Can you imagine? One pastor who was a prison overseer just went to jail for 1 year. Now, last night, according to a Negro source, another prison officer, he showed up. He had his little herbs. I don't know if it was for him to smoke, but they believe it was for the inmate. So when they search him, they find that he had Kushumping. They still grow Kushumping?
Pardon me?
Kushumping. Right?
So, Mr. Monica, we need to find out what is going on in the prison system. Now,
well, I know. It's working.
This is interesting that something has to be going on serious that prison officers are involved in smuggling drugs into that facility.
Well, the good thing is they're being caught.
Yeah, but now you know what that means, right? That is something that's probably been going on for a while now. A lot of things are just starting to surface. So, why would the drugs have to be taken into the prison? What's the benefit for either the person who carries it or the person who is in the prison? There has to be something going on in the prison that has to be dealt with. Because as far as I'm concerned, that is extremely, I can't find a word to describe it, but it's grossly irresponsible of that officer to even want to collude with whomever to take drugs into a rehabilitation center. It doesn't make sense.
Well, he will soon join the rehabilitation center.
So
no longer as an officer, but as an inmate.
Yeah, so investigations has to go on to find out why are these officers getting themselves involved with.
And he's such a young guy.
Smuggling.
They say he's been working there for about 3 years.
Well,
that's the report that I've gotten.
I guess besides the monetary gain, but
and then there's a report that a Negro male may have been killed last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right? Marvin, it's clear that you are stomping out the drug smuggling into the prison. So that's a wonderful thing. Now, if only I could get you to stomp out the murdering. All right? But I give Marvin an A+, because there's 2 sets of herbs that they got. You all stop carrying drugs into the prison. All right? And then I received report that after the police took him home, man, he had extra supply.
Now you understand what, where I'm getting at? You see where I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
you better stop it. Stop carrying drugs into the prison. It's against the law. And if you think that you have to take some, just write the Commissioner of Police. Dear Commissioner, I'm a prison overseer. And some of my boys who are inmates, they would like to have some grass. May I have permission to take some in and see what Grainslayed does? If he say yes, if he says no, don't. Or he may say yes and have DEU waiting to arrest you. But it's better, you then have a better defense. You could tell the court you did try to seek permission. But take it from me, the police can't give that kind of permission. So stop it. All right? Stop it. And at this rate, I think last week it was one prison overseer. This week is another one. How many more weeks in the year?
This is July. This is the first week in July. Somebody said, what?
Do we have 26 more weeks? If there's 26 more weeks,
26, 25,
then there are 24 more prison overseer.
No, you don't want to do that.
Listen to me. We had one last week, one this week. Looking forward to one next week. Because obviously, these are stupid people. You don't work in no criminal institution and then you decide you can break the law. So the question is, how many officers are silly? All right? So if we get one last week, one this week, I look forward, I'm so sorry to say that, to another one next week. All right? Please learn a lesson. Stop it. Stop smoking grass. Stop smuggling grass. It's against the law.
Either that or it's for the love of money. For the love of money is the root of all forms of evil.
Well, you will go to jail for the love of money.
Yeah, because you must ask yourself, the prisoners don't have access to cash, right? I'm trying to figure when the officer takes the drugs into the prison, who pays him?
Well, obviously, it must be the prisoner.
So how does the prisoner get access to cash?
Well, don't they sell things in the prison, you know? You could get your little biscuit, your little cheese, your little soap.
Yeah, that's what do they call it? The canteen does that, eh?
Yeah, but it means the prisoner have money. You got family. You got a girlfriend. Huh?
I don't know. I thought they would have accounts where you could actually credit things or something of that nature. I don't know if they have access to cash, you know?
Anyway, I done row for the day. My number here is 327...
323.
323. Read it, spiritual advisor.
The lines are calling is 323-7775. That's the main line. The toll-free line is 242-300-0045. And the text and WhatsApp line is 242-357-7469.
That's powerful.
But I'm glad to see that your tone has come down a bit, you know. Let's forget about this. There's so many other things in the country.
I can't forget about it.
In the meantime.
Because I have cracked their code. All right? I can't believe they have for them to turn into a gangster government. Goodness have mercy. And then, I ain't that bad. So they shouldn't be trying to send me to jail. All right? They shouldn't. All right? Do you want me to change the topic for a second?
Yeah, do that, please.
Okay, I'll change it.
Yeah,
what is the name of the MP for Baintown?
That's Travis.
Travis. I want to encourage you all because I went to school with your daddy. But I ran into two Negro women, and they said to me, how you change your cell number? And one say she caught up with you, and you give her an interesting story. I got to try that story. She claims that you said to her that the government gave you a new phone, and as a result of that, you have a new number, and you're no longer allowed to use the old number. Now, Travis, I can't believe you would tell a Negro citizen that, okay? You could have then at least give her your government number. Now, Travis, I've ignored you. If I get that kind of report again, I have to curse you out, okay? And I don't want to do that because your daddy was my good friend in school, and he can be mad. So do the right thing. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Good afternoon, Mr. Manka, and good afternoon to the spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm fine, Mr. Manka.
Yes.
Like the spiritual advisor said, you just calm down. I don't want you to have high blood pressure.
Okay.
You just calm down. Everything's going to be all right.
You think they can send me to jail no more?
No, they're not going to send you to jail.
Okay.
Just calm down. And Mr. Manka, with the prison situation, I have a son who's incarcerated. I just saw him today, Independence. You have to put the money on the account, and then they'll be able to get things from the commissary.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, that's how it goes. But
so if you put something on the account, how would the overseer get paid for the grass?
No, we're talking about the canteen.
We have to put our money there, and they purchase their stuff from the commissary. They don't have money there.
Right.
But how would the overseer get the little money from the account for the little grass?
No.
Because my spiritual advisor, obviously, he will not take grass into the prison unless he's being paid.
That's why I said we have to do an investigation to see how it works. There's a system.
Yes, they have to do an investigation.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a system outside the prison.
I'm going to send you to jail in the prison. Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Manga, you have a nice day. Just calm like the spiritual advisor. Say, calm down.
Yes.
Okay.
Please. All right.
I can calm down.
Yes, thank you.
God bless you. Welcome to Freedom March. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Manka.
Yes.
I I wanted to say that you're such an inspiration to me.
Say it again?
You're such an inspiration to me.
Really? How old are you?
9.
Goodness me, I have to calm down then. You're 9?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what school do you attend?
Claridge Primary.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to try to calm down since I'm an inspiration to a 9-year-old, okay?
Yes, sir.
And God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Goodness me, I have to calm down.
Right.
A 9-year-old.
You never know who's watching, Mr. Monka.
Okay, I have to calm down.
Great responsibility, man.
Yeah. But
all right.
I'm certain the 9-year-old would recognize I don't want to go to jail at 60.
With TV comes great responsibility.
Yes, but I'm trying.
Because you don't know who's watching.
But I don't want to go to jail.
You know,
and
you're cursing people in all these foreign language, and you're accusing the prime minister of all kind of things.
But
and
I have a letter from him. And F&M is saying, don't ignore it.
Let's leave that alone. You have a phone call.
I have a phone call?
No? Okay.
My spiritual advice, you don't understand English? I see why Dr. Minister asked the media that. Est-ce que vous comprenez?
Okay,
Anglais.
All right.
Ça dit, nous pagons.
I just see the new layout. Okay. Okay, now it says call on the line.
Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello? Speak to me. Sir? Speak to me.
Hello.
Yes.
Rodney.
Yes.
This is Van Garden. You remember Van Garden off of Market Street?
That's you?
Yeah, man. You see them, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, man? How are you?
Yeah, Rodney.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I all right.
And you still waking?
No, I'm waking.
How come?
I need a job now, man.
Well,
I was getting late job around the place, but I got to see Ferrera now and check out on something.
Oh, you in Ferrera constituency?
And Marathon.
Marathon. Well, listen, all Ferrera got is wake. He's in charge of the environment, you know.
God bless me with a little house up there, you see.
Okay.
And I one of your fan, man. I wanted to man them.
Listen, well, get ready because we can soon have the match. Okay? You're a good man. And the gardeners have always been wonderful people. So take good care, eh? Okay. Wow, I haven't heard his voice in a long time. Anyway, so my spiritual advisor, there is a report. I have not read it in the newspaper, but a Negro source has reported to me that there was a killing. I don't know. I hope that my source has not spoken.
When, today sometime?
Or last night.
Oh, yeah, there was. Yeah, I heard on the news.
There was a killing?
There was a killing, yeah.
Off Market Street?
Yeah.
Goodness me. What the MP for St. Barnabas' name?
That's
Marvin
Shenandoah?
Yeah.
Cartwright.
Shenandoah. How? You could have killing through the corner where Travis' family lives. How? Come on. I want the people through Bimini Avenue to be protected. And the least you could do is talk to your uncle. You know? You might not want to say Uncle Marvin Dames. So you can say Uncle Minister of National Security. I understand. They went through there and they just fire shots. Shenandoah, talk to your uncle. Make it personal. Talk to Marvin. I know you don't want to call him incompetent, but if this continue, you will have to come to the conclusion that your uncle, Marvin Dames, is not providing sufficient, what kind of patrol they used to call it?
Saturation patrol.
Saturation control. Controller patrol. Saturation patrol. All right? Come, man. Talk to your uncle. When you see him, say, Uncle Marvin, we had a killing. And I even don't want to discuss what the Negroes told me. It is so horrible.
All right, let me read some text. We got some text here. Good day, Mr. Monka, and good day to your spiritual advisor. Keep up the good work. You are covered by the blood of Jesus. No weapon formed against you will prosper. You are one of the realest persons in the Bahamas.
I thank you.
God bless you.
I thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monica. The newly elected MP in Central and South Lucia is trying everything in his power to stop an individual from within the community that has won the recent local government election from being sworn in.
Who's the MP?
He called the administrator, Joe Ferguson, and told him not to. This is a mess. And Hank Johnson is on a witch hunt for the PLPs.
Now,
who's Hank Johnson?
Hank.
Oh, okay.
Hank, is that Joe Ferguson who descend from Exuma? If that's the Joe Ferguson, don't bother with him, eh? That's my ma, first cousin, son. And I don't want nobody to bother with my ma family. Okay? Y'all leave Joe Ferguson alone. All right? My ma, first cousin, son. Cousin Joe Ferguson, everything is fine? Okay. So, leave Joe alone. Joe's a good man. All right? His roots are in the forest Exuma. My ma, first cousin, child. So leave him alone. Okay? Because he's a good man.
Tex, I am proud of you, Mr. Monica. I am so proud of you. It's what happens to poor people. But you're smart and God be with you. And the people of the Bahamas is with you. I'm angry. We need to tell them off in Creole.
Tout le monde haïtien? Tout le monde haïtien?
Don't listen to this text, man.
M'a content parce que yon garçon écrit texte là pour moi. Il dit, la besoin moi pour cause dans langue yo étrange. Anyway, merci beaucoup pour 7 mois. I told my people, the Haitian people, that a man who's following me would like for me to curse in language them as strange, in a strange language. Hello, Camp Road. I'm happy that you're watching, and I want you to continue to do what is good for Camp Road. Okay?
Okay.
What else do we have, my spiritual advisor?
Good evening, Mr. Monica. It's a pleasure watching your show from Pinedale, 8 Mile Rock.
Wow.
Shout out to Mrs. Marsha Sanders. She says she is one of the women there.
Mrs. Marsha Sanders, you're one of the women there, and I thank you for making me feel good. I feel good when people say that they love to watch Freedom March, and I wish you the best, okay? This is great.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monica. You need to be careful and slow down before they take you off the air. You need to trust God and be careful. You need to trust God. People want to hear substance. Could you please be more responsible? That was one text.
I want to respond to that. You are correct that people want to hear substance. I submit a letter that comes from the Prime Minister threatening me when he has no statutory powers to write me is very important. You hear me? It's very important. I'm 60. I know exactly what I'm doing. I prayed over it. The Prime Minister has no powers to write me. That isn't what the law say. That's the problem in the country. Why you think there's so much crime? Nobody won't obey the law. That's what the problem is. All right? Hello, Florida. Have a happy July 4th, Independence Day in America. And of course, did I hear that Pinewood and Grand Bahama? Wow. Okay. Cat Island. Goodness me. The home of Sidney Poitier. Listen, Cat Island, I'm happy that you are in the house. Look at what modern technology can do for a country, eh? That's why we ought to be very responsible. But take it from me, I am being responsible by exposing gangsterism. And this letter that came to me unlawfully, the Prime Minister has no power. And I'll sing that from the mountaintop. He has no power to send me any letter. Just follow the law. And everything will be fine. Caller who's on the line, stay on the line. I'm going to have to speak with you after the break because the clock is ticking on me. And then I'm content or discontented with my spiritual advisor who recognizes that I got the FNM. And now he wants me to draw back.
Yeah, pull back.
My spiritual advisor, no retreat, no surrender until the FNM repent. No retreat, no surrender. Repent, man. Don't do me like this. This is Freedom March. Rodney Monk is my name. As I fight with the forces of evil in the FNM.
Do you have something to say to the Senator? Call Freedom March at 323-7775. Toll free from anywhere in the Bahamas at 242-300-0045. Freedom March with Rodney Monker, only on ILTV. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV here in beautiful, beautiful Nassau, Bahamas. Rodney Monk is my name, and my spiritual advisor is Mr. Bradley Roll. Bradley, is there a shout-out for a wonderful law enforcement officer? Let me hear it.
A special shout-out goes to Inspector Timothy Bain.
Wow.
Who is recuperating from a minor surgery on his hand. It comes from his sister.
Okay. Well, sis, we hope that your brother, Inspector Timothy Bain, recovers quickly because there's a lot of crime in the country and we need to, bring it under control. Caller on the phone lines. Hello.
Rodney Monk.
Sir.
Let me get it right.
Yes, sir.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Qui ça dit?
Bonjour.
Ah! Ou parler en créole haïtien. Pas parler en créole haïtien. Parler en anglais.
C'est bon. Now, Rodney Monka, I ask you one question, and I want to ask you truly, are you safe?
Let's go back to Haitian Creole.
No, let's
no.
The public,
No. Oui. Mapkwe na Jésus-Christ.
Oui.
Vous comprenez?
Oui.
Okay. Au revoir, mes amis.
So bon. Rodney Monk.
You sound.
Are you safe?
You sound like an Anglican man from St. Barnabas Church. You are a fraudster and a faker. I can't
hear you.
I know. I give you a coded message and you didn't pick up. Hang up on this Anglican man. Wow.
I got a text on the read.
I thank God for my ability to sieve out.
We got some intelligence coming here.
Let's hear it, my spiritual advisor.
It says, good afternoon, Mr. Monka. Regarding inmates having monies in prison. Monies are smuggled into the prison.
Really?
By visitors.
Okay.
Coming to visit loved ones.
Okay.
And the exchange is made during the visit.
I see. I thought you was behind. I had to go to the prison to visit a number of people in my capacity as one of Her Majesty's Justices of the Peace. And the overseer was there. First of all, they put us in a room. The overseer was right there. And nobody smuggled anything to me. And nor did I smuggle anything to them. Anyway, I now understand. I just want to say something about these Haitian nationals. Mes amis, est-ce que ou lit journal Matin Tribune? Tribune dit, 60 moun yo haïtien ap vini nan gros bateau. Lundi passé a, immigration ou defense force, kembe yo. Parle ak permoyo haïtien, dit ça sa se iligima pou vini na Bahamas paske ou kone. But I just had to say, by the Tribune, there is a story where the boat, Haitien, came in to the Bahamas, illegima. Spiritual advisor, Feme Bouche la. Okay? I just told the spiritual advisor not to comment. Hey, New York, happy independence. I have people from New York who's watching us on Facebook. Listen, I yearn to come to America one day to celebrate American independence. But I don't like flying. I don't know. I might catch the plane because the Negro people in Andres, they're telling me they want me to come to the regatta. So they said to me, how do you travel? I said, well, what do you mean? They said, you have anybody you want to come bring with you? So I said, no, I'm coming by myself if I do. All right?
They want you to come to Andres?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps what I will do.
What do you have, a regatta?
A regatta.
Okay, when is that?
Well, Bernard Evans, who has a whole plane for me to fly in, he wouldn't send me the email.
Oh, okay.
All right? But would you like to go and represent me?
I don't like regattas.
You don't like regatta?
No.
Listen, I'm told it's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do they do at regattas?
I don't know. I've never been to one. But the Androsians want me to come. Who knows? I may show up. All right? If you promise me some crab.
All right, I got a couple more texts to
Let me
read
get the
here.
text.
Send a shout out to Freddie Bethel. He's 86 years in Hospital, Grand Bahama.
Really?
He's one of the men who supports your show greatly. He's my granddaddy. His grandson, Kishnell.
Hey!
Loves your show.
Freddie Bethel. He's 86?
86 years old, yeah.
Wow, God is good, eh? I hope you quickly recover. Your grandson, he sent us a text. He wants us to salute you. And we do it. And we really, really sincerely pray that things will go well for you and you will quickly return home.
More text, yeah.
How's that? More text, my spiritual advisor? Read text for my people.
Good day, Mr. Monka. I've noticed that you are the voice of the opposition. How was the vigil for the late B.J. Nottage? Was it well attended?
No, the PL, there are two at the moment. Let me get it correctly. I know that the PLP, the party, the National Party, is holding one on the 11th. That's the day after independence at the PLP headquarters. And then this morning I received some information that Dr. Nottage's branch will hold one, I think, on the 6th. Is the 6th a Thursday?
Yes, it is, I think.
The 6th is a Thursday? Let's make sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some more information on
Yes, it is the
that.
6th. Tomorrow's the 5th.
Tomorrow's the 5th?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Dr. Nottage's branch is going to have one. And then, of course, there has been a number of persons in the constituency who have been contemplating having one of them all-time setting up on the day before the state funeral. But I'll talk with them tomorrow and get all the facts.
When is the state funeral? When is the funeral?
I think the state funeral, goodness me, it slipped my memory, and I don't want to say
okay.
it
All right, no problem.
to, confuse people. But I'll get it. All right?
Okay, here. Mr. Monka, Simon on the porch is Mr. Arthur Folks.
No!
The former Governor General.
No.
He's the person that asked Papa.
No. Simon is not Sir Arthur. Don't forget, C.A. Smith accused him. We are slowly identifying. How much money did I promise? If you can identify Simon. We have received, one Negro sent me information that Simon is a Simonite. Okay? So when they told me that Simon was a Simonite, I said, is it Brent Simonite? They said, no. I said, is it Brent brother Craig Simonite? They said, no. Okay? So we're still struggling to determine who is Simon. How much did I promise to pay? $200?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. So let's go back to $200. Help me identify a Negro male who writes an article in the Nassau Guardian. Simon on the front page. Simon on the porch.
Front porch, yeah.
Let me just write that down.
You have some callers.
I have callers?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello, speak to me.
Hi, Senator, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Senator, how are you?
Speak to me.
I'm a first-time caller and I love your show.
Welcome. What island are you residing on?
Right here in Nassau.
Okay, Nassau.
New Providence.
New Providence.
Can I uncover Simon for you?
Yes.
Can I uncover Simon for you?
Who is Simon on the front porch?
Simon on the front porch is Philip Galanis.
No. It's not Philip Galanis. No.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Philip has not sat on a porch since he left one corner off of Merton Avenue. It's not him. Simon is a Seminite. Okay? He's a Seminite. Some Negroes said it was Brent Seminite. Some say it was Brent brother Craig Seminite. I don't believe it's Brent Seminite. Brent don't have that kind of flair. And I don't believe it says brother Craig. Craig ain't like politics. But it's a Seminite. And we're going to give you $200 because I want to uncover that man. He is a fellow who hides and throws mud. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
What's on your mind?
I believe Simon on the front porch is Pop Simlet.
Goodness me. No. Pop Simlet died in 1980. It would not be him. But it is a Seminite. It is. It looks like I can make the $200.
I think they're saying your initial pledge was $400.
It was $400?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Are they saved people who are saying
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Okay, so we go to $400 then. Let's keep that up. $400. If you could uncover the writer of Simon on the front porch. All right? There's something he wrote about the PLP that greatly displeased me. And I want to uncover his identity so I could come here on the radio or the TV and say to him, Simon, you're nothing but a piggy teeth Mantorby. You're nothing but a Ching Wong 42 frying pan. Hello, caller on the front porch. Call on the phone line. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Yes?
Turn your TV down. Turn your TV down and listen to Mr. Monka.
Turn TV off.
Yeah. Who is Simon? Do you know?
Hi, is this Sir Roland Simonet?
No. Unfortunately, it is not him. I would have been happy if it was him. But he died in 1980.
Oh, the man is living here.
It's a living man. He writes an article in the Nassau Guardian. If he didn't write it today, he'd write it maybe tomorrow. Simon. Simon is a Seminite. And in my spirit, I'm able to see him. Simon is like a light-skinned Negro. Okay? Light-skinned Negro. I'm seeing him. He's like some roots in either Inagua or Meguana. Help me. And callers, I want you all to turn down your telephone line so we
turn on the TV.
Your TV.
Turn on the TV, yeah.
Help me, my spiritual advisor. Because the F&M has me punch drunk. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March.
Is it Paul Simonet?
Paul Simonet. Is he a light-skinned Negro?
Yes, he is. Lloyd Simonet's son.
Really? Does he have curly hair?
I can't remember when last I saw him.
Okay. Well, no. It's not Paul Simonet. But it's a Simonet.
All right, okay.
Okay?
All right.
And guess what? His name starts with C. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March. Call, turn on your TV and talk and listen through the phone. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good afternoon. How are you doing?
We are fine.
Is it a Donald Seminette?
Donald. No.
Teacher, no?
No, not Donald. Donald is a Negro. It's not him. I know him.
Okay.
This Seminette first name start with C. In my spirit, I see C.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March. Win $400. Hello.
Cut it off, Cut it off.
Speak to me.
Hi. Is it Craig Simonet?
Wow. Which one?
Pardon me?
Which Craig Simonet?
Pardon me? Craig Simonet?
Which Craig Simonet are you referring to?
Wow. The popular one, man. I can't remember what he does.
Brent Simonet, brother?
I don't know. But I know Mr. Rodney. But he's very popular. I think he's write articles too. I'm not sure. And I don't know, but I know it's Craig Simonet you're talking about. That's
Will you go and investigate and come back?
I gotta investigate.
Go ahead, you have to tell me.
Give me a hint.
Give you a hint?
Yes.
Is he a Negro?
Yeah. A Negro? If he's a Negro? No, he ain't no Negro, I don't think. He's Conky Joe, I believe.
Does he sail the sea on a boat?
Sail to sea? I believe so.
Is he Brent Simonet, brother?
I think so, maybe.
Go investigate.
Yes, man, he's Brent Simonet, brother. Let me say
When
yes.
you see Brent, just put the word to him. Say, Brent, is Craig...
I ain't get to the Brent, but I believe it as his brother. Yeah, he's Brent Simonet, brother, yes.
Okay, but I'm going to have to ask the spiritual advisor to investigate. You stay on hold.
Man, give me this question, Rodney. I watch you every day. I'm one of your women's them.
Listen.
Rodney, if I don't watch you, I'd be sick.
Wow.
I rush him in the car in the traffic to watch you.
Go and give me more information.
But I'm one of your women's them.
Listen, I can see you through the TV. You are a saved woman.
Yes, I am. And I'm one of your women's them.
Listen, you have to give me more information.
I watch you every day, Rodney.
Listen, give me more information. Go.
I get sick if I don't watch you.
Bring me more information.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Okay? Bring me more. Hey, don't leave, though. She gone?
Yes, she's gone, yeah.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March. Hello. Hello.
Is it Craig Simonet, the owner of Bahamas Ferries?
Craig Simonet. Is this Simonet that you talk about? Is he Negro?
You know he's a Conky Joe. He's the owner of Bahamas Ferries.
How describe him?
He's tall.
Go ahead.
He has curly hair.
Go ahead.
He has a mustache.
Okay, we're going to take your number as we continue the investigation. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello. Hello. Call on the phone.
If you'd like to make...
Hello. Come on, caller. I got 9 more minutes before the show ends.
Hello.
Hello, my dear.
Is it Cargill Simonet?
Cargill Simonet. Does he have curly hair?
I really don't know.
Well, then you have to go and investigate and come back. You got to tell me something. Okay?
Okay.
God bless you. Hello. Welcome to Freedom March. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Manka?
Yes.
Is it Christopher Simonet?
Wow. No. No. Does he have curly hair?
Yes, he does.
Really? Tell me something peculiar about him.
Tall and handsome with curly hair and white, kind of bright.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me pray over that one.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to Freedom March. Hello.
Hello.
Are you answering that question? Who is
Hi.
Simon on the front porch?
Yes.
Turn your TV
answer
down.
me.
Turn your TV down.
Who is Simon?
Simonet?
Describe him. Describe him.
He is Conky Joe.
Okay, let me write that down. You said Craig Simonet. He is Conky Joe.
He's born August the 21st.
August? Cut this off my seat. The 21st? Go ahead.
1951.
1951.
He's a sailor.
Sailor? Go ahead.
He's one of the Save the Bays.
He's with Save the Bay?
Yes.
Goodness me, we have to uncover him.
He was one of the owners with the Bahamas Ferries.
Bahamas Ferry. Is he related?
Is he joint venture with Ugo Hotels?
Is he related to Brent Simonet?
Yes, he is.
Is he as handsome as Brent?
Yes, he's born in Nassau. He attended St. Andrew's School.
Wow.
This person got all the history.
You got a lot of history. Is he the same
He's
man?
the son also of the first premier of the Bahamas, Roland Simonet.
Is he the same fellow who stopped a whole, what you call them, long boats? So I could jump on it to go to Abaco.
Fast Ferries.
Fast Ferries.
Okay, no, it's not him.
No.
Okay. I have to be careful, you see, because Brent Simonet brother, Craig, I miss the plane. And I run to him and say, listen, I got to get to Abaco. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello, do you know who is Simon on the front porch? Hello?
No, I was saying Craig Simonet as well.
Well, hold on. Tell me something about the Craig Simonet. Tell me something peculiar about him. Is he a Negro?
He represented the country in the 1972 Summer Olympics.
Really? What game did he play?
Sailor.
He was a sailor? Is he related to Brent Simonet? Is he related to Brent Simonet?
Half brother, Bobby Simonet.
No, I don't think it's him. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Keep working.
All right.
I thought of another lady had come close to it. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Hello, Senator.
Sir.
Sir, is it Chris Simonet, former Guardian writer?
Chris Simonet? Wow. No, but you are close.
Wow, this is powerful.
Indeed it is.
Have a good day, Senator.
God save the Queen. Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello? Answer me. It's $400.
Hello?
Yes?
Hi.
Hi.
Mr. Monker?
Yes?
Is it Craig Simonet? He's a sailor?
Now,
he always sails?
Now,
like in regattas and stuff, like boat races and stuff?
Describe him to me.
Pardon?
Is he a Negro?
No, he's, I believe he's the half-brother of Brent Simonet on the daddy side.
Okay. I don't think it would be him, because this man can't be Brent's brother.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right, thanks.
But keep working.
All right.
Welcome to Freedom March for $400. Y'all sure it's $400 I promise these people? Hello? Who is Simon on the front porch? Because I need to know. Because I want to throw holy water at Simon. Who is Simon? Are you there?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello? Speak to me. Hello? Hello? You have to speak, sir. Speak. The clock is... Hello? Speak to me, sir.
Turn your TV down. Turn your TV down.
Yes. Talk loud. Go ahead.
Is it Roland Craig Simonet? Al Craig Simonet?
Roland Al, like...
Al Craig Simonet.
Al Craig Simonet. Like Sir Roland's son? Like Brent Simonet, brother?
Yeah, yes.
You sure it's Brent Simonet, brother? Because Brent them is get mad if you put the wrong brother on them. You sure?
Yes, white cotton, curly-haired man.
Oh! Brent brother, that would be Brent brother, but that's not the man. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead for $400. Help me to find Simon. And
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. Who is it?
Senator, the information you have is wrong.
Okay.
I know Simon on the front porch.
Then give me the information.
I am Simon on the front porch.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a code. Simon, if thou art, are you fish or fowl?
Fish.
Wow, you are Simon.
My name is Blake Griffith.
Then you're not Simon. Goodness me. Man, I almost had a heart attack. This man answers right.
Trying to trick you.
Goodness of mercy. Welcome to Freedom March for $400 and the Nassau Guardian. I'm going to allow you all to be immoral because you all ain't safe for $400. Who is Simon on the front porch? Hello? Next caller, who's Simon on the front porch?
Hello.
Hello.
Simon is Chris Simonet. Chris Simonet.
Turn your TV down. Turn your TV down.
Go ahead. Tell me. Call me. Next.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Turn your TV down.
Next caller. Hello. Who?
Is it Camp Simonet?
Camp Simonet. No, it's not. And turn down your radio.
TV.
Your TV. Next caller. Who's Simon on the front porch?
And Margaret.
Who?
He's the son of Sir Roland Simonet and Margaret.
Wow.
He have ownership. He have director. He's the director of Commonwealth Bank.
If that is Brent Simonet, brother?
Yes.
No, he's not.
No?
No.
Okay, forget that piece.
Okay.
He's a Methodist.
Methodist?
Church.
Church. Give me...
He's a mixed Bahamian.
Mixed Bahamian. Most of these Bahamians are mixed.
Yeah,
Call me. Call me tomorrow.
He's a black-skinned Negro then.
Call me tomorrow so I can finish talk with you.
With me? You
yes.
Sure want me to call back now?
I said tomorrow. On the TV because I have to be honest. $400. I don't want to. I don't want to be accused of thieving the people their money. Boy, oh boy! All lines are closed. Simon, I am close to your identity. You're nothing but a picky-teeth Montavi. You're nothing but a frying pan. $400 for Simon on the front porch. This is Freedom March. Woman, call me tomorrow.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.